Hello, everyone. Jean McDonald here with Transition Tip Tuesday. And today's theme is other people's priorities. I was in a call yesterday. It was a coaching call, but also with a friend who's taking care of another friend who is approaching the end of his life. He's been ill for many years, and 2 years ago, it's like, oh, say goodbye. Year ago, oh, say goodbye. And then yesterday, it's like, you got to say goodbye to him before he leaves. And I thought about it and I thought, well, I've already spent time with this person who who is taking his time on leaving this planet, which is fabulous. But I thought, this the person that's caring for him is trying to make his priority my priority. And I simply said, I'm not spending enough time with the people that are really more important in my life. And I would rather take my time to connect and be with them rather than someone who I've kind of known a little bit in the past, who I've already said goodbye to, enjoyed spending time with, but I can't make the other person's priority my priority. And how often do we get caught up in other people's priorities? Now, with a mate, a spouse, we sometimes need to do that. With a good friend, we prefer to do that. But otherwise, we need to focus on our own priorities. Now, it's typical business sense. You hear from a lot of business people to um, each day decide on three priorities to get done. Only three. If you get, and it can be one or two, but set some priorities that you must get done that day and do them, preferably earlier in the day so we get them done quicker. Or if they're difficult, use your optimum time of the day to get them done. But no more than three. And if you can decide these priorities the night before, all the better, because you can sleep on them. Your subconscious can process how best to do them. And then next day, get them done. Now, if you get them done quickly, my strategy is take an hour or two at least to do that I want to do uh, thing. Sometimes we have so many we must do's that we don't do enough of the I want to do's. Things that aren't high priority, but they would just make you happy to do them. They might be just a fun project, like, you know, uh, maybe working on a puzzle or designing a room, or they might be um, taking care of those little annoying things around the home that you look at and it's like, God, I wish, one of these days I'm going to get enough time. It won't take that much time to get that project, but something that annoys you on a continuing basis, and get those done. Spend at least a couple hours on those wanna do's after you get your main priorities done. And then another aspect, and this is something that is about bigger goals, is find a way to set some priorities in your life towards your bigger goals. Now, you may not have the time or the energy to do this every day, but each week you should be making movement towards a bigger goal. If a bigger goal is going on a big vacation, but you don't have the money, then figure out ways to save more or to make more money to put towards that goal, and work on that every day. If a goal is self-improvement, say you want to get a certification or you want to learn a new skill, then take some time each week, if not a little bit of time each day, to move towards mastering the goal. So these little steps will help your life feel more whole. So when other people force their priorities on you, smile, maybe take a deep breath and say, hey, I'll get back to you, or Decide if their priority needs to be your priority. Set 3 priorities each day, the must get done's. No more than 3. I was going to say it could be 1 or 2 if they're big. No more than 3 so you don't get overwhelmed like I can never get my to-do list done. And when you do get those priorities done, give yourself time to do some things that you want to do. That's it for today. This I'm Jean McDonald, and I you can go to jeanmcdonald.com for information on coaching, and carewithoutdespair.com right now has my caregiver support group. Now, I'm going to be changing content and maybe even switching around those 2 websites. So if they look different than they used to, that may be true. But anyway, have a lovely week. My theme for this year is to live each day with love in your heart. I wish that for you. Take care. Bye bye.